look very busy.
I am very busy. I was at the coin machine.
Listen, we've had 2 meetings, Thursday and Friday. No more shiny objects. Focus.
Did you know? I was just telling Jack. Did you see the memo?
What? Well, no, I don't.
I got a very serious memo
read.
about it that other people need to eat and stuff.
That other people need to eat, so
Yeah.
you're taking all the gold coins out of
That
the.
I've emptied all the change out of all the machines every day, and that's not funny.
It's not funny.
But it did say they hired me for my quirks. So it's like if you knew I was going to do something weird in advance, you just didn't know it was that particular weird thing.
Well, there's that.
Mm-hmm. I'm comfortable with that.
All right, let's take this last phone call about whatever the hell we've been talking about today. Slow speed comma parts.
Slow speed comma parts.
Yeah, about everything, this, that, the other things. Also, I want to talk to you guys in a little bit about. Well, I'll just ask you the question now, and then we'll take the phone call. But what do you do when you're in the middle of a really important message? Let's say you've broken up with your boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, and you're leaving that message, and you're like, and you know what? Here's the thing. Beep.
Oh, when you run out of time?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be breaking up with people on their phone.
No, but well, okay, so you broke up and then you have a point. My girlfriends and I were talking about this. It is the worst thing in the world. I left 7 messages because it's a 20-second tape.
All right, what were you trying to convey?
That I needed an apology. And so I was saying, I'm like, you know what? Here's the deal. I understand that you did something beep. Wrong. But you know what? If you just beep. Jize.
See, here's the problem with that, though. Because after, 5 or 6, nobody feels that they owe an apology to the crazy girl.
I know, because you come off as a crazy girl. But yet, at that moment, and a lot of you women can relate to this, you're so adamant about your point, and you just want to spew it out, like in an argument. You just want to get it out, and then it's like you're in a fight with the answering machine.
Right. Oh, absolutely. I get that completely. Although, I think guys are different, or especially me and Stench on this, I think. If I am in a point where I am demanding an apology,
right,
I'll go get it. I will physically go and demand my apology.
But women are, we use a lot more words and all that, and so we're explainers,
right.
over explainers. So you will leave all these messages because he has 20 seconds of tape. Then you come off as this nut job because you left 20 messages, and then he gets to call you and go, after the 20-second message, I just couldn't listen anymore. And you're like, yeah, but you know what? Beep!
See?
And you're just in this psycho crazy, like, you can't believe you're fighting with the answering machine. You just want to get out everything that you've had to say. And then you don't know if you should pick up as, like, the answering machine never cut you off. Like, do you continue the word?
How important was the apology? What was the offense? You don't have to tell me the offense.
I don't even remember. It's just the point of it.
You left 20 messages and you don't even remember?
I do, but it's just the point about arguing with the answering machine. Then you come out like the lunatic because you're arguing with the answering machine. You've left 20, 100, whatever. 135 messages.
135 messages?
And apparently they went from, I want to smash your face into the concrete to, I love you and I miss you. Apparently I was like somewhere in there.
Do you know the one day I called your boyfriend to defend your honor?
Yeah.
He said, I got about 9 hours of tape of this girl threatening my life.
And I just didn't pull it off.
Yeah, you just got to watch what you say on tape.
Oh,
you know how you always tell me
Email.
don't put anything in writing on the email and stuff like that? Everybody tapes their calls now.
Oh,
so
I know.
when you threaten to set their house on fire if they don't say they're sorry, that's on tape.
Oh, I know. But it's funny because you go through these emotions, and if you're like me, you do. Like, first you start out and you're nice, and then they haven't called you back, so then you're a little angrier, and then they haven't called back again, and now they're just rude, and then they hear that you're upset, and they still don't bother to call back, so then you get a little psycho nuts, and then you're like, say crazy things, and then you realize, okay, you hung up and you're like, I was an idiot, that was dumb, I was crazy. Then you call back and apologize, and then you say, oh my God, I miss you and I'm really sorry. Or at least that's what happens at my house.
Call Jamie and Danny now, 1-877-487-9999.
Is that just me?
I think that's just you.
Just curious how you people handle this. When you really, you have this point, you need to get it all out, and then the answering machine cuts you off. Do you continue right back with where the word dropped off and the sentence? Or what I do, and this is my own demise, but then I explain like, oh my God, your answer machine cut me off, blah, blah, beep. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure because you'll never get finished if you start at the beginning. But I got to tell you, if you're getting, 20-second messages, and your message, I'm guessing, is 4 hours long.
Right.
You start to sound crazy at the end.
Oh, yeah, because then they tell you how many messages you left. And I don't know if you girls are like me, but you have no idea that you left that many messages because you're just so adamant about your point and you're just a talker that when they call you back and go, did you know that you left me 20 messages? You're like, oh, I feel shame.
Yeah, and that becomes the subject rather than the subject is the apology they owe you.
Right. And my girlfriend on Friday that I was having lunch with, we got into this because she was talking about how she always has to call her boyfriend first.
Right.
Always. And she's like, you know what? I'm sick of always calling you. You never call me first. And so he's like, God, who cares? As long as we call each other, it doesn't matter. And it's so funny, but it does matter. And just like when I was with Builder Bob, I told him, I always have to say I love you first.
Right.
Like, you never say I love you first. And he's like, what does it matter? I tell you back, I love you. I'm like, but I just want you first to say it. And then women can work themselves up into a frenzy. So one day she didn't call him all day. This girl
Right.
on Friday, she didn't call him all day. And she was waiting because he did the whole, hey, does it even matter? For 3 days, he never called her.
Oh, that'll do it. Now, I heard one recently that I thought was interesting. This girl told this guy that she wants to break up, and he said, I broke up with you last week, and I just didn't tell you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that a good one? I thought it looked stupid.
No, I think that's mean because she wanted him to be sad.
Yeah. I really don't think this is working out. I'm going to break up with you. Oh, I broke up with you last week, and I just didn't tell you.
Well, I was talking to Builder Bob last night, and we were being nice and everything. And everybody does this too. I don't know why. So you're being nice. Everything's going along. You decide to forget about the past, and everything's cool. So we were just having a nice conversation, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he goes, do you know that you've called me 135 times, and you told me you were going to smash my head in the concrete, and then you told me you loved me and missed me? And I said, do you know that you're the guy that counted?
That's good. That's nice. That's a good one. That's not a bad one at all.
Why would you count? You just push erase.
No, I think because you want to be specific on how crazy and over the top you are.
And I was like, okay, first of all, we're having a really nice conversation here. I thought we weren't going to bring up the past. And then you had to do the last jab.
Right.
Forget what, Jack.
He didn't actually have to count. When you call up, it says, you have 135 new messages.
Why do you wreck everything?
But no, Jack, because it was over like a 3-week period.
Oh, so you just...
Yeah. And I was just like leaving like my thoughts. How like all of a sudden at 6 a.m. you're like, you know what? I was thinking, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden at like say 8 p.m. after a beer, you know what? I was thinking. And then after another beer, you're like, you know what?
But on the flip side of that, you used to hassle me about calling to say I love you too many times.
Yeah,
that I
that's
would
true.
call 5 times, a minimum 5 times per show, just to tell Gretchen how much I love her.
Because I think after you call like the 5th time to say I love you, it loses some of its oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, you want somebody to call you to let you know that they're thinking of you, and you want to call them and say that. But, my girlfriend's like, God, I couldn't believe it was such a deal. Like he, I don't know if he's trying to prove a point. And then she also did the irrational messages.
Yeah.
And has everybody done this, the irrational messages?
Okay, I want you to know when you start a sentence with, has everyone done this? I just automatically assume no.
Okay, great parent.
Shut up. Okay, great. Get dragged away from the boyfriend's house in handcuffs.
Not dragged away, detained.
If you have to
And
make
they
that
asked
qualification.
by the way, they asked if they could drive my car because they thought it was cool. The Beverly Hills Police Department. While I was in handcuffs.
Okay, I've actually been to I've been under arrest and been to the Beverly Hills Police Station. Their idea of the 3rd degree is like, who does your hair?
Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, your car is cool. Can we drive it? I'm like, okay. Take it around the block. Just come back.
I'm not going to go to Beverly Hills for a little while.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah. Jack, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, have all you done that where you just leave these irrational, just over the top messages and they go the gamut of emotions? That's not right?
No, that's not right.
But has everybody done it or is it just me?
No, of course everybody's
Okay.
done it.
All right, so you go through all the emotions, and then you feel bad that you did that, and then you call back, and then you sound even more psychotic because now you're apologizing for everything you said, and then you want to be friends, and then after maybe I don't want to have friends. I have lots of friends, and maybe I want to get back together, but I know that you don't want to. I don't know.
See,
I'm exhausted.
The idea of an ex-girlfriend of mine, I don't even like him anymore. but the prospect of them sleeping with someone else kills me. You know what I mean? It's like you're completely over them in your heart, but still it's like, ooh, she's going to be with another guy?
What is that, Jack?
It's our EAS system has decided to have a test right now.
Oh, wow. What's it testing?
What's it doing?
That's cool.
Let's call someone and leave an over-the-top message.
That's really neat, Jack. That just does that. And the little piece of paper comes out like a receipt. You're on the air. Here's your receipt.
Is this a 9/11 thing? Wow.
Anna, hi.
Well, shouldn't we see what it says? We could be under attack.
Hold on, Anna. We got to see if we're under attack.
It's just a test.
It's
if
just
this
a
had
test.
been a real emergency, you'd be notified. where
Okay,
it's
because in
needed.
15 years of radio, you ever seen that?
Well, no, but no. I'm about me right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And it's back to Jamie on Jamie.
Anyway, back to Anna, actually. Hi, Anna. Jack, that's on my nerves.
Yeah.
I need you to make it stop.
He can't.
I think I have to have this thing.
Yeah, it's the law.
Oh, okay.
Anna,
Yes.
for God's sakes, tell your story.
Oh my God. Hi guys. Again.
Hi.
Hi.
I was with you once. I'm the crazy Ruski chick.
Oh, the crazy
Crazy
Ruski.
Ruski.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had this boyfriend, and we've been seeing each other for like 7 months.
Jack, how long does it go?
No, this is my first time.
Yeah, nobody's ever seen anything like this.
Do you get coupons at the end?
I hope so.
Dude, all I know, it's a new machine I can play with.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, what, Anna?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. What?
And you know, we would usually talk like 2-3 times a day. And he was an initiator of creating these habits, you know, of talking 2-3 times a day.
I don't know what the hell you're saying with that accent.
You know, I swear to God, this would be a more riveting and emotional phone call if I could understand a word you were saying.
Okay.
I said it,
we
but
were-
not so nicely.
Yeah, we used to talk 2-3 times a day. Okay, and it was his habit of calling me 2-3
Oh,
times a day.
he's habit.
He's habit.
Yes?
His habit. Okay. Oh, and one bright day he just didn't call at all, and I was like concerned. Somewhere at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I got concerned. Oh, maybe something bad happened to him. You know, you started freaking out, and I called him, and he didn't pick up. I left him a message, and oh, baby, you know, just calling to check up on you. And then I called.
I don't know. Oh,
back.
baby sounds funny
Yeah,
in
me too.
Ruski.
I'm just wondering if she's interesting in her native tongue.
I'm not sure. Yes, Jack, elongation.
I think the KGB was tapping her line.
That's
during
what
that
happened right
whole
there,
call.
yeah.
Maybe that's it. All
Can
right.
you imagine you're standing in the frozen tundra in Siberia waiting for one friggin' potato and you're thinking it can't get worse and then you get in line with her?
Frozen tundras in Wisconsin.
No, any place is a frozen tundra.
No, but
above
it's
the tree
most
line.
famous in Wisconsin. Isn't it, Jack?
That's where you wear your cheese head.
Yeah, dumbass.
That's true, but had I said... By the way, if a Ruski in a frozen tundra had a cheesehead, they'd eat it.
They'd have to wait in line for it.
Yeah, government.
You guys have turned on me at what time, I don't know exactly, but I'll figure it out.
By the way, I thought that was rude. Our government passed out Cheese Whiz.
I think that stuff's bitching. The only problem is you can't suck the nitrous out like you can with whipped cream.
And you're thinking of a different kind. That Cheese
that's
Whiz.
easy
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah, easy cheese.
The stuff that goes
Yeah,
with
that's
that?
not Cheese Whiz.
What's Cheese Whiz?
Oh, I can't tell you. Oh, don't tell him. He's not worth it.
What happened?
And men not put themselves into a tizzy like that.
When a man goes psycho enough to leave that kind of messages, it turns into violence, I think.
Yeah,
I
because
think if you see anybody else, if I can't have you, nobody will, or whatever it is. But I don't think men just go as insane as chicks do. They don't boil bunnies. That's a girl
did.
thing.
I put a restraining order against FP on my phone for
Like with the law? You went to
yeah,
the-
like nuisance phone calls.
But weren't you the one doing the nuisance phone calls?
No, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing the nuisance phone calls. I broke down his door. I broke down his door. But he broke down mine first. I just didn't press charges or anything. We had a wrong relationship.
That was a wrong relationship. Everything about that relationship was wrong.
No, he left me all these messages and filled up my machine and was saying all this stuff and it was just it got nuts and so I put a restraining order against him on the phone.
Was that after you gave out his home phone, cell phone, address, and business phone?
Yes.
You feel you're bad.
No, I did feel bad. I mean, it was just it was dumb. The whole relationship.
The
was
whole
dumb.
relationship was dumb.
But I guess you're right though. You know, going back to normal people, quote unquote, women can put themselves in a tizzy, and I just realized it's an actual commercial on like whatever. Who do you endorse?
Singular Wireless?
Yeah, it's like one of their commercials or whatever where the girl's going, "Hi, John, where are you? Will you call me?" John, and she's screaming at him and all the messages. So it is like a chick thing. We can work ourselves up into a tizzy and realize, hey, he was just where he said he was going to be.
Right.
And then we go psychotic and we break up with you. And then I always end mine with, I never want to speak to you again.
Yeah, I know you do.
Which is ridiculous because then I've cut off my own, like he can't call back to defend his honor because I'm like, I will never speak to you again. I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm 35 and I act like a child.
I will never marry you.
Oh, that was said to me.
That was a mean one.
That was a good one. He was right, though.
He was when it got down and dirty, because I thought you get down and dirty better than anyone I know. But when he got down and dirty, he was pretty good at it.
Oh, when he got down and dirty, he won.
He was pretty good.
Yeah. But Stinch, I was telling Stinch, I'm like, do you ever, leave those messages and then what do you do when you get cut off? And he goes, no, when I'm done with a girl, I'm just done. And I never talk to her again. I'm
Same.
just done.
Every girl that ever breaks up with me hates me so much that there's just no point. It's like, how people are friends with their exes?
Yeah.
I could never do that. There's not one of my ex-girlfriends that wouldn't consider me their mortal enemy.
But then a lot of you guys do this fun game that you think like I know that Builder Bob just did it where I'm being nice to him and so he takes advantage of that going, all right, watch this, and I'll just kind of kick her in the teeth a little bit. And then you come back around and you're like, okay, well, that wasn't that bad of a kicking, and so I'll take it again and I'll be nice again. But then you guys do this thing where you push us to an edge of where we're trying to be nice to you.
Right.
And then we're just done too. Like after a while, we're like, I'm not trying anymore. This is dumb. We don't want to try anymore because you guys keep playing with it. Like, haha, I got her. I'll play with her.
See, the only reason I would ever play with a girl would be to continue having sex with her.
Ew.
No, really. I mean, I can't imagine.
I mean, the thought of you, your little behind, just all.
I have a cute behind.
Hey, hi.
It's tattooed and colorful.
Here's Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi. I'm just discussing Danny's ass, apparently.
Yes, I've been listening.
And how do you feel about my keister?
Well, I haven't had the opportunity to see it, so I can't really
give me time.
comment.
Oh, boy. Everybody else has. Oh, just kidding. Anyway, what can we do for you?
Basically, I've been listening to your show, and I found it amusing, of course, because I went to jail for quite some time for demanding an apology over the internet.
Over the internet? What happened?
A man forgot to tell me he was married after being my boyfriend for 7 years. He's a political cartoonist at the Las Vegas Review-Journal. And
okay,
I
we
called
pretty
the
much narrowed
website,
down who he is.
thepoliticsofjimday.com. And I said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Jack,
you dump
nice
it to
job.
Jack? Yeah.
Jack, nice
Nice
job.
work.
Jack dumped
The
something.
whole legal department is going, yeah, Jack.
That was nice, Jack. But you know what was really weird is I just stared at mine.
Yeah, you have a new one.
I have a new button that allows us to take 7 seconds of the air off the air.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know we should take that off, but the big yellow shiny button is scaring me.
Our boss has a button that takes 4.5 hours off the air. Just hits it at 10.
Anyway, she went to jail because she demanded an apology, and my guess is she wrote too many emails
Or too many threats.
and probably
Terrorist
threatened him.
threats.
Yeah. And so then he turned her in, and she went to jail for a long time.
I've been to jail for. How easy is that for me? But I was arrested in essence because I felt that my honor had been hurt. Remember my best friend ran off with my girlfriend and they got married?
Right.
I told him one time, I said, here's the deal. I will not beat you down completely. I will not wreck you physically if you make this deal with me. Anytime you see me, you have to run. No matter where you are, you can't tell anybody why you're running. You just have to get up and run. And then I stalked him. I'd find out where he was going to be in a meeting, and I'd walk in, and this guy would run.
Well, it's amazing what you'll do when you're hurt, and it's also amazing what you'll do to try to get an apology. I mean, she ended up writing threatening letters like, apologize, you piece of poo, and then he sent her to jail.
Yeah, see, I think that's always fair.
Oh, my God.
Call Jamie and Danny now. 1-877-487-9999.
I hate relationships.
Now, should we get the rest?
Anyway. Okay, let's take this Michelle, who wants to talk about the psycho messages, and then we will continue on and forward with the show. How about
Good.
that? All right, here's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Oh, Jack.
Michelle?
hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Now, have you been warned to take out all the proper names and occupations and websites out of this story?
Yes.
Hello?
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I think I might be cutting out.
Yeah, I think you are.
Can you hear me
Oh, say now.
now?
Well, that's not funny when she does it either.
I know. Go ahead.
Okay,
We'll give
I
you
was
one
just
last try.
calling when a few years ago when me and my boyfriend were just seeing each other. When he used to go out with the guys or he'd come home late from work and he'd tell me a certain time he'd be coming home, I used to call and call and call about every 5 minutes and leave messages.
Yeah, but you were how old then?
I was 21.
Yeah. See, I'm 35 and I'm a psycho.
Well, I finally got over it, but he put up with it. But I used to call, and then I'd throw my phone against the wall. And
Yeah, we've all broken our phones
Yeah,
too.
why
I
did-
watched Jack do it one day.
Why does everybody smash their phones?
Why do you smash your own stuff? It's
But I
so
don't know why guys
ridiculous.
smash anything. I mean, punch wall. Every guy's punched a wall.
Yep, that's
Most
true.
guys, at least 50% of the wall punchers have broken their hand
Yep.
while doing it.
There's
I
no
don't know why
point.
everybody behaves so badly.
I remember once when I was in high school, this Jimmy Gaddis kid stood in a boat and he had gasoline and some matches, and he said to my girlfriend, "If you don't come back to me, I'm going to burn myself." And I
That's
thought,
awesome.
no, I thought, what a dumbass. He's in a little rowboat. We'll just push him into the water.
It doesn't work that way necessarily.
Yeah.
I read that somewhere that the those monks that were burning themselves during the Vietnam War, they were dead. Like the heat would suck all the oxygen out, and they'd be dead almost instantly. There's like almost no way to put those guys out and save them, because I know the rules of putting people out.
And monks.
Yep, I'm big on Buddhist monks on fire.
Thank you, Norm.
I don't know cheese. Don't know a lot about cheese.
Welcome to Cheers.
But I know how to put out a Buddhist monk.
Is it Norm? Yeah, okay. Hey, Michelle?
No,
What?
it's Cliff.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jack, making me look all stupid. I can do that by
Yeah,
myself.
she doesn't need your help, man.
It's Cliff. Thank you, Cliff. Sorry for
You're
the whole
welcome.
thing. Hey, Michelle?
yeah.
But what these boys don't understand that you incessantly call like over and over and over and over and over and over, that one day you just stop.
Right.
And I have this feeling that Builder Bob thinks that I'll still do it. I'm done. Like, No, I swear to God. No, listen, let me tell you something. It's different with him. It's not the FP thing. Because when this kid who is younger than me gives me the phone count, you're like, don't talk down to me. I am done.
Is he the one that said you called 135
yeah,
times?
in 2 weeks.
So after you called him 135 times and he pointed it out to you, that's when you said you're done.
Well, yeah, because, you're just trying to, usually you're trying to get a reaction.
Right.
And then they're not giving you a reaction. And then they do give you a reaction, but it's not the one you wanted. It's not the apology or it's not the whatever you were looking for. And so then you call back and you leave these messages going, look, you know what? I got your message, but here's what I need from you. And so you leave these messages and then he'll leave one more like, I don't know what it is that you're wanting. And then you call back. I've told you exactly what I want. I want you to say you are sorry.
Right.
That's it. It's that thing, how far do you go to get an apology? I just want you to say, I'm sorry. And then when I'm talking to him last night, he's like, I don't know. It's the gamut of emotions. And you called 135 times in 2 weeks. I was like, okay, you're 27.
See, I believe you might be done because from day one I said this is not the guy for you. So I believe you might actually be done, but I'm worried about you going back to FP.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not.
So there's no boy in your life at the moment?
There is absolutely no boy in my life. There's no boy, nada, nothing. I'm probably going to end up taking a girl to a boxing match.
So aside from the fact that the guy at the bank freaked you out,
Yeah.
how are you feeling about just there's no boy in life right now?
Well, you know what's really fun is it's like that opportunity to take care of your girlfriends and like be with your girlfriends because
Right.
I do that thing and I don't know how many of you girls do. Like when you get back together with somebody or you're dating somebody, you just become one with them and you ignore
Right.
all your girlfriends. So this weekend it was like all girlfriends and we've been getting together and it's been really fun. I mean, it's no, spooning.
Right, I know.
But I saw Pearl's boobs last night. I thought, well, I can honk those, I guess.
But you know what's funny though? We were talking about the grass is always greener. I am at home unless I am generating income.
I thought he was going to say something else.
No, unless I am generating income.
That other thing you do at home alone.
Oh, I don't need to be alone for that.
Oh, okay, neat.
You
Anyway,
guys
what?
come on over and watch. I've got it down to a science. All right, so unless I
He's your
am,
friend. I mean, what?
unless I'm making money, unless I'm finding another way to work, because I love to work and I think it's my obligation. I'm home with my kids, right? But I got a new phone the other day, and I went to program the speed dial, and I have absolutely no one to call.
Oh,
Totally. On my speed dial, I've got 411, Gretchen, and Gretchen's cell phone.
That's sad.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what? There's no boy in your life.
He's making faces behind your back.
Why?
It's sad. I feel bad for you.
Wait, but do you have friends, Stench?
Yeah, my speed dial's full.
But
Yeah, I don't
your
have any
friend
friends.
moved away.
I have Jack I talk to all
Jack
the time.
you guys never go out. Who do you go out
We
with?
still I talk to Jack
no,
all the time after work.
okay, wait. But I'm saying, like, what guy friend do you go out with?
Who do I go out with?
Yeah, exactly. Since you've been married. Aha!
Oh, I've totally shunned all my friends
Yeah.
since I've been even before I was married.
So you
But
might be okay.
I still talk to my friends all the time. One's in other states, one's here, one's that I don't necessarily
But you don't
hang
have
out
like
with.
a guy to hang out
Yeah.
with. No.
We
I don't
did.
hang out with
Remember,
all
we
the
did that show where I was talking to Mario on the set, and he said, "Well, I'm just going out with the guys," and I realized I ain't got no guys.
He ain't got no guys.
This-
Jack, you got
this is-
guys?
I'm going to say something I've never said before.
Oh my God, Jack, hold on. Let me.
I'm on Danny's team on this one.
Oh,
What?
why?
You're a loser.
I have no friends either. I have two friends. I have Stench that I call and my friend Gil, and that's it. And we never actually get together. We just talk on the phone.
It's a marriage thing.
You
It
have
is.
a
It's
friend named
married.
Gil.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I went out with guy friends last week. I have guy friends.
They moved.
No, I have guy friends that I've worked with in
Name
this
'em.
town before.
Who?
They work at another radio station.
And they carry guns.
Are they friends?
yeah,
They
they're my
carrying
friends that
lots
I've
of
had
guns.
for like 20 years.
Oh, at that radio station.
Yeah.
No.
The gun carrying radio
Oh,
station.
I love that one.
No.
No, are you
They
kidding
play
me?
country
Charlie
music.
Tuna is loaded with guns to the gills.
That
Gills!
right?
Charlie Tuna, gills! I'm a genius.
Well, so you have a friend, you all just don't get together.
I have two friends, and I'm not kidding. It's Stench and Gil, and I see both of them outside of work or at an occasional party, like once every
This
Yeah,
is sad.
I swear to
6
God,
months.
my social circle is actually linear. The shortest distance between 2 points is my friendship.
I know, but that's because you're a bad friend.
No, I'm an excellent friend.
No, you're a bad friend.
No, that's why I
I've
can't have friends, 'cause
watched
I'm-
you.
What do you mean you've watched me?
I've watched you be a piss poor friend.
In what way? Name once.
Scott, go and dump the trash and then tie up the boat and then go get drinks for everyone. And then, remember I called you on it.
Yes.
And then go make my bed and then go scrub
didn't
my
say
shoes.
go make my bed and scrub my
then
shoes. You're
pop
making it up
my zit on my bag and do it fast.
Okay, I was the captain of that boat. And Scott was the first mate. It was his job
He
to
was
do
your bitch.
he was the
And
first
what did
mate.
I say to you? I go, if I would never want to be your friend if you talked to me that way.
It was his responsibility to do everything but be the captain. I was the captain.
And he made great drinks.
Yeah, but
See?
he was Danny's bitch, and I was
He
like,
wasn't my bitch.
That
He was first
so,
mate.
I go, first of all, ask him nicely
He
if
was
he'll do
giving.
that.
I don't have to ask nicely when I'm the captain.
And I'm like, and
it's
secondly,
go.
say please and thank you.
No.
You made him
belay
take
that
out
order.
all the trash while you were like amusing the troops.
My boss and my coworker.
Right, and he had to go and lug all that heavy trash, and one of the
There are
bags
2
even
reasons
broke.
I did that. There are 2 reasons I did that.
'Cause
One,
you're
I
an
was the
ass.
captain.
Number
no,
2 is because
and
you're a hoe.
2.
I separated him.
No, that's good.
I did number 1 and number 2.
So 1 was because I was the captain, he was the first mate, and 2 was I acted like that boat was ours, not mine, and I wanted him to feel
Really?
responsible.
Because when you were bragging about your shiny boat and how expensive it was, I don't remember you saying Scott and my boat was this much money.
when I crashed the boat and was found on the beach wearing robes, who was with me?
Yeah, but you blamed it on him. That's different
I
than
didn't blame it on him. He took responsibility because I had a
what,
record.
Jack? What else are you going to say that we've never heard?
Without Scott, who would have refilled my drink when Captain Danny hit both boats next to us parking?
You know, I really hate you guys.
Aye, aye, Skipper!
Call Jamie and Danny now. 1-877-487-9999.
Yeah, this is my $1 trillion boat. Oh, I'm sorry, and Scott's too. Didn't hear that.
Yes, I refer to
I
it as
heard-
our boat
Hey,
all the time.
Scott, get your ass up
Scott,
and take out my
I
trash.
know you hate me now, but if you feel like calling into the radio station and telling
Yeah,
us
go
that
ahead
I
and tell the
always use the killer psycho phone messages you leave when you've decided either you want to break up or you want to make up or you want an apology.
Yes.
You know, this just doesn't happen to regular folks. Listen to this. David Beckman, possibly the biggest star in the world.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
He's smoking hot, yeah?
Yeah.
You give me that?
Absolutely is.
Would you say Posh Spice is hot?
Yeah, but bitchy. Like she always has this like scowl on her face, like she has something bad happening
He's
to her.
cheating on her
I
with
know.
3 different girls.
I heard 2, but now it's 3.
That is because I say so. No, it says that there's a 3rd mistress.
Wow, I knew one was the personal assistant or
Right.
whatever, and that they have text messages back and forth.
And there's also some Malaysian model.
Yummy.
Yeah. And Rebecca Romaine Stamos leaving John Stamos for John Cusack. This girl's had more Johns than Heidi Fleiss.
But bump.
Thank you. But Stamos is out of his mind now, apparently. The thing yesterday I read was that he was okay and everything was all amicable, especially because she's leaving allegedly for other chicks. But now he's insane that he is almost stalking her.
You know what I wish?
What?
That when men broke up and their hearts are broken.
Right, which happens.
Instead of like getting all crazy and trying to beat up their girlfriend or, doing that nutty thing like shooting them, I wish they got all skinny like women do. Like stopped eating.
Right.
You know how when women go through a breakup, they stop eating and they get nuts like that? You don't see like a lot of guys just get really skinny because of
Plus,
a breakup.
remember you begged for that.
I know it didn't happen. I kept eating.
Remember, although I did, not over heartbreak, but remember one of my many midlife crises where I didn't eat for a month? And how spooky I looked?
Yeah. But what do men do when their hearts are broken? And keep in mind, I'm not talking about like shooting somebody or, but what's John Stamos doing?
Well, the problem here is John is like not at all pleased anymore. At first, I think he thought it would be good for his career, but John is essentially going out of his mind. He says they say there's no official reason given, but people are saying John wanted to start a family and Rebecca didn't. So they were still desperately in love. So he's freaking out now.
Because, with women, we go psychotic. We, like, jump up, scream, cry, do all that stuff. But then one day we're like, this is really a lot of work. And then we stop and we go away. But I think men, don't you guys kind of hole up?
Well, first of all, if my wife wanted to leave me for another woman, she wouldn't actually have to leave. Just come on in. That's fine.
All right, but and I know this is hard, but pretend like you have ultimate heartbreak. Or go back to when you used to.
Ray and Vanessa.
What do men do?
Honest to God, and I don't mean to be just, flippant here, the first thing I do is sleep with someone else.
And that gets you over?
First,
Really?
Not necessarily. I have been known to.
It makes you feel like you have value.
And this is a little psycho. One time, I specifically slept with women that looked like the girl I was pining over.
Oh, or you know what else you guys do?
Just
and I know this
because she was deformed.
What was wrong with her?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I like deformed.
But I did. I went specifically and slept with girls that looked like her.
I know this for a fact. You guys also go back to your exes.
I know we do booty calls, but do you mean like get back together with?
You get back, or just make sure she's still there, and make sure that you still have some kind of worth. Make sure, because you guys are, your ego's been bruised and all that. So you get back with even a booty call, or even get full-fledged back together with her, just to make sure that you're still worth something.
Yeah, my first move is sex. But then again, my first move is sex is the answer to almost everything.
We should ask the expert.
Jack?
What do guys who have their heart broken?
I don't know if I'm normal, but I hole up. I don't answer the phone. I'll just come to work and then go home and not leave the house and sit in the dark for months.
Do men cry that are heartbroken? I never know this.
did.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like cry into the pillow, or do you cry into the mirror, or do you just sit in a recliner and watch football and
All right,
cry?
who cries into the mirror?
I did. I told you that. I watched the black tear fall down my cheek.
Right, but you think you're constantly in a movie.
But I was playing movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I like it
cry
when you
everywhere.
I like it when you do the Nancy Kerrigan. That's my favorite.
The why?
Yeah.
No, but I was watching the black tear go down my face, and I was in a movie, and I was like, wow, that would have been great for a movie.
Yeah, Jack locks himself in a room and doesn't come out for months at a time and weeps in the dark. I sleep with strangers.
What kind of weep is it? Like when guys are heartbroken, it's like
No.
No,
It's
what is
more
it?
of a quiet tears flowing. Yeah, not so much noise, Yeah, maybe a little more like that.
Very quiet, not a lot of motion. It's essentially like sleeping with Jack.
Oh, nobody would know. Oh,
I know. Ask Stench.
Call Jamie and Danny now. 1-877-487-9999.
I'd like to make more boys cry.
Please, I don't know.
So I guess I don't even know how we fell into this. I've always been interested in what men do when their hearts are broken. I mean, because I really don't, and be completely, totally honest, like what you guys do when your hearts are broken. Because to us, you guys appear fine.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not till later on in life did I find out their hearts were broken. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm dating so-and-so, and I'm fine, and, you know.
See, that's funny that you say that because I always think the girl looks fine. I always think any girl I broke up with, I always think she's immediately dating. If I see her on
Well,
the
it is
street,
true,
she's
but
all dressed
I
up and
think-
skinny.
I think both male and female try to appear like they're okay.
Right.
You know, that's the goal, I guess. But all right, so we're asking you guys what you do when your heart is broken, you as men. And I hate it when women tell it. You girls, get off the phone. It's just for boys to tell us. I know.
1-877-487-9999, by the way.
Oh, hell, I just hung up on one. Hey, Sarah?
Yes.
You can't tell me what boys do when they break up and their hearts are broken because you're a girl.
But she may have a specific
I am
one.
a girl, but I have ex-boyfriends.
All right.
And what do they do?
They all buy dogs.
Okay, Sarah, let me ask you a question.
They buy dogs.
If to replace you, they buy a dog,
know.
that's not a good sign.
They all get dogs so that they can be unconditionally loved, so that they can have someone to go running with, they have someone to go hiking
That's
with.
really interesting.
someone
She's
to keep
probably
them
right.
Busy.
Yeah, maybe.
And, you know, it's kisses when they get home because they're not getting them from a girl, so they get them from a dog.
And the dog always loves them.
The dog
Always,
does
always love
always
them.
love you.
Well, you know what, Sarah? Okay, thanks for the phone call. Sorry.
That's not bad. But I'm just thinking, to replace a girl, you keep going out and getting dogs. It's probably saying something about the girl.
No, it's not.
You don't
It's not
think?
a dog reference? No, it's a love me no matter what, and I'll pick up your poop
Then,
or something.
well, that's how you can tell it's in a good relationship.
Carry my poop around in a baggie, huh?
Yeah. Dog is man's best friend. You're my best friend when you carry a baggie around to pick up after me.
So nasty. Like the hottest guy can be a turnoff with a bag of poop.
Yes.
It's just something to think about.
Especially if
that
it's not.
or a guy with a little yappy dog.
Yeah, but if a guy's walking around with a bag of poop that he can't identify as his dogs, that makes me very nervous.
Yes, Jack.
Saturday, I was walking around not only with my bag of dog poop, but there was a dirty diaper in it. I had double the poop in my bag.
Wow,
Wow.
double duty.
I hate it when
Thank
we
you.
get topped in poop talk.
I
That doesn't
know.
happen
It's
on-
bound to happen. though.
Yeah.
John, hi. John?
Yes.
You're
Hi.
a guy.
Hi.
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 What do you do when your heart's broken?
I cry.
Well, John, are you going through one right now?
Well, sort of. It's been a few years. I was married once before, and the person I was married to, she already had a child. And one night we were laying in bed. We were just engaged at the time. We were laying in bed, and we decided the next morning said, let's go get married. So the next day we went and got a marriage certificate and got married.
Right. Okay.
And then down the line we realized that we didn't want to be married anymore. But then after, it's been like 4 years since that now, and it's getting even worse.
Why, John? Yeah, I mean, listen.
4 years.
Come on.
I wouldn't miss my leg after 4 years.
I mean, I know it always hurts, but if you don't let it go, you can't heal, or whatever they say.
Yeah. Well, one of the best. She's gotten remarried since
Oh.
we've divorced, and
See,
she
you
married-
always want to be the first to win that one, John. The
Yeah.
remarriage thing?
She married her daughter's biological father. They got back together.
Yeah, that one always hurts, doesn't
that
it?
one hurts. She
Yeah.
went back to the guy before.
Yeah, because
That's
they
a bad
say
one.
that they don't mean anything.
He was really bad into some stuff, and he finally straightened up his act. He went in the military. He's over in Iraq right now.
Oh, she
And,
dumped you for a hero. Bummer.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
John,
a truck driver. I drive truck over the road.
so you're not over her after all this time?
No. I'm engaged, and I'm fixing to have my first child come November. The person
Wait a
I'm
minute.
engaged
Okay,
to.
so you're engaged, a first child on the way, and you still love your ex-wife.
Yes.
And does your engagee, what are your
Your
fiance?
fiancé.
Does she know?
She knows that I talk to her still.
You talk to her still? Why do you talk to her
Why?
still?
Wait, but why is she doing that to him?
Yeah, why is any of that continuing? Why are you talking to her? Why is she talking to you? She's remarried. Everybody's got kids. You're basically Mormon. What the hell's going on with you?
I am Mormon. I'm from Utah.
Would you,
Wow.
Wait,
wow,
right now.
Wow. I
Thank
did
you.
not know you could tell a Mormon by their voice.
That was awesome. Hey, I just talked to everyone.
I mean, homos, we usually get dead
Get
on.
right off the bat.
But a Mormon, you could just sit. Wow.
You get me a gay Mormon, I'm going to sound like a genius.
Anybody in this room, gay Mormon, anybody? Okay, never mind.
That was awesome.
That was a beautiful
Thank you.
thing, Danny. Wow.
Thank you.
Woo! Psychic Friends Hotline. There's
Yep.
nothing on you. Hey,
It was,
John.
it
Yeah.
was down here in Colorado Springs, and that's where I'm taking. I have a load that I'm delivering there today, and I've
Now
already
that sounded wrong.
Yeah,
Jack, should you push the button?
I don't think so.
Because he drives trucks on the road. He said so.
Our bosses hate us.
Yes, they do.
All right, Brandon. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Hi. It's good.
We're good. What do you have a load of?
Oh, man. Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm really surprised I got through.
Well, welcome to the show. All right, so
Well, thank you.
we're trying to find out, we as women, and
The Weans.
Yeah, weans. We want to know what men do when they break up and are heartbroken, actually.
Well, you know what? About 4 years ago, a girl that I was really, really, really into just broke my heart, stomped on it, and never looked back. So I, at that point, after secluding myself and not answering the phone for a long time.
Okay, so that's what you did. You
Jack move one.
you
Right.
secluded yourself.
So
in it.
but then I devised a plan how in 5 years, this woman is going to see me on the street and go, man, did I ever blow it. So what I did is I went into law school and graduated law school.
Wow.
So let me
you're
see.
awesome.
Let me see if I get this
so it
right.
motivated him.
So if a girl breaks up with you and breaks your heart, become a lawyer.
Well, it motivated him.
That's really great.
One part of it is, I mean, if you go into family law, then you can crush other women that have done dastardly deeds to other men.
Oh,
Well, I
dude.
see you went in for all the right reasons.
I'm telling you right now, if I ever get a divorce, I want a guy that said something like that.
Yeah.
I am in this business to crush women.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little bit bitter. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I
But
think
then, but then after what happens afterwards, like Danny was saying, after 4 years, you kind of forget the whole thing.
Well, you do, and not only that, but you might not ever run into them again. I mean, it's like with Builder Bob, where he lives.
Right,
and
you're
stuff.
never gonna see him
I'm
again.
never gonna see him again. And my ex-husband got remarried, has a kid. I'll never see him again.
Yep, and that's kind of exactly where I'm at now. I really don't care if I bump into her again, but I hope she sees my ad in the telephone book and goes, "Oh wow, he actually made something of himself."
See, I
That was
wouldn't
just
do
a
that because I
bartender
feel
when
like
that
those
happened.
telephone book pages mean that you can't get business.
No, you're wrong about that. You said the same thing with doctors, that they shouldn't advertise.
Oh, well, because there's a guy on the back page. It looks ridiculous. A plastic surgeon on the back page of the Yellow Pages.
All right.
Oh, let me see. I want to have my boobs done. Let me grab the Yellow Pages. Oh, the back of the... Yeah!
Okay, you
That's
know-
my favorite plastic surgeon.
You know what one I don't like, and I hope it's not an advertiser on this here station? It's the guy, he's a lawyer, and this affects me personally, or it used to. He's a lawyer for drunk drivers. And he said, the new governor's really cracking down. And then it says the slogan, friends don't let friends plead guilty.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard
go
him.
ahead and drive drunk, but I'll get you off.
I know.
I'm the top gun in drunk driving defense.
Yeah.
You know what? That's basically telling people drive drunk, then call me. Don't worry about it.
So did you?
Oh, he's new.